Hello, hello. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tuvos, and welcome back to another DCS World live stream. How's it going, everyone? Ronor, Farmer John, welcome. All the meanwhile, I am currently trying to remember how to start up the KA-50. Because apparently I've forgotten. I was trying to do it before I actually started streaming. That's what the whole countdown timer was for, and sure enough, I've forgotten something. Oh, never mind, we're good. There we go. I am good, Farmer John, just slowly waking up. It's pretty much my... well, I mean, it's not that early in the morning, it's like 10 o'clock for me. Relatively early for a weekend. But I thought I'd get some streaming in pretty early today. And because last stream someone asked about the KA-50, it made me kind of want to give it a proper go again, because it's been a while. KA-50 is such a pleasant experience to fly that I wanted to give it another shot and just enjoy how little I have to do when it comes to just flying around. It's honestly a great aircraft to just fly and be lazy. The only issue, really, is its alignment. Its INU degrades very, very quickly over time. So I'm going to have to work with that and make sure that everything is tip-top shape as far as heading alignment as well as positional alignment is concerned. Oh, nice. How's that process been going? The F-18 and the F-16 are both very good aircrafts to choose to begin your controller learning journey, since they're relatively forgiving because of their fly-by-wire system. You don't have to worry about manual controls all that much. What did I forget? I'm sure I forgot something like this guy, this guy. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, no kidding, right? That seems to be the common like perception on controller usage, is that once people actually sit down and start trying to use it, they're surprised by, you know, just how easy it actually is. Because if you get someone who's been playing DCS with a HOTAS for like years, then tell them, hey, why don't you use a controller? They're probably just like, why would I do that? Sounds like a horrible experience. But then if you actually manage to convince them to like sit down and give it an actual go, like proper use, they're like, oh, you know what, this actually isn't that bad. I don't know why people are so surprised that you're doing so well. It's obviously easy. But yeah, that's just my take on that. Alrighty, engine is started. Let's turn off the APU, get that sucker back to the middle, shut off the fuel to the APU, and we are good to go. Now, unfortunately, while I did spawn out a friendly FARP, and as you can see in the background, there are a number of friendly vehicles, including fuel trucks and ammo trucks and whatnot. They are not actually on the FARP itself. And because they're not on the FARP itself, I cannot rearm and refuel, which is really annoying. So, what I'm going to do is fly eastward towards our other FARP, which hopefully does not have the same setup. And if it does, well, we're kind of screwed. In fact, I might actually just take a quick stop at Maycop. You know what? Actually, you know what? Let's just take a little cheaty peeky over at the FARP and see what we have to deal with, because if the game screws us over, then we'll screw over the game. See how these vehicles are just a little bit off the FARP? Ooh, these ones look pretty good though. Let's see what... Okay, yeah. Those should work. So we'll fly over to the FARP, rearm refill there, and then we will continue on after that towards some kind of mission. So that's going to be our first objective. Let's enter a coordinate. Oops, that is not what we want. Nav point. Oop. Nav point 1, enter 0. Let's see, what is this? This is going to be 44, 25, 3. 44, 25, 3. Enter 0, 0. 40, 41, 2. 40, 41, 2. 40, 41, 2. Enter. Okay, we've got our nav targets. We'll be hitting nav target number 1. It is... Oh, that is a ways away, but luckily we're in the KA-50. We could just set it and forget it, right? Yeah, you're gonna personalize growling soundward or a surprise... Yeah, man. It's actually a lot of fun. Wow, I can't talk today. It was a lot of fun seeing his reaction to my controller usage in the dogfight, because honestly, dogfighting isn't... I mean, I would say it's not easy, but it's not, like, hard either. It's kind of just medium-level difficulty. The biggest thing to get used to is looking around with the right stick, and once you got that down, it's all pretty Gucci after that point. Okay. So, throttle is all the way up to the auto position. I think we're good to go. Let's correct our heading one last time before we take off. and then we'll get going. Get out of here. Gear up. Hold that pilot trim and start flying off in the direction we need to go. Which is a little bit to the right. Just trying to move the circle below the heading tape underneath the 0 points, which indicates my nose direction. There it is coming down. The scale decreased. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Fronter. Alright, so now... Oh, we are going kind of fast. Let's slow down. Alrighty. Altitude hold. Engage route mode. And just like that, we are well on our way to our FARP. In fact, we can scale the image out so we can see where we're going. And sure enough, there it is directly ahead. Alright. And the nice thing about this is because I can set it and forget it, I can just talk to you guys while I do this. Hey Aqua, welcome. What am I doing? I am flying the KA-50, and I'm currently on a Rearm refuel route because our FARP decided to be a little butt and not actually have its ammo truck, fuel truck, Humvee and stuff on the actual pad itself. Actually, is there multiple? Oh, god damn it. Change of plans! I just realized there are 2 pads at that FARP location, and one of them had the appropriate vehicles on the pad, unlike mine, which were off the pad. So let's try this again, but on the other pad. So we'll head over to the green smoke, scope out the other pad, and see if we can rearm refuel there before we take like an hour just flying one direction. Came in from Growing Funner. I'm on a trial with the F-16 thanks to your videos. I can actually enjoy the game without investing a decent amount of money to get myself a comfortable setup. Not a problem, Sinister said no. I'm glad you're able to give DCS a shot. That is the whole goal with my channel after all. I want people to see DCS and say, hey, I want to do that too, even if all I got is an Xbox or PlayStation controller. So I'm glad you were able to give it a shot. That is exactly my goal in all this. Glad to see the KA-50 again. Yeah, for sure, man. It is a aircraft well deserving of all the love it can get. Yeah, no worries, Aqua. If you hopped on, you'd probably at best be able to just buzz me with like an F-14 or something. Really hope these are good enough to rearm and refuel from. I guess we'll find out. Gotta pat. Whoa, where am I? Oh, you know what? I'm over here. Yeah, there we go. I was looking at the wrong pad. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Never mind, guys. We are going back towards the other pad. I just realized I was looking at the wrong one. I thought I was looking at the pad that was closer to me, but I was in fact looking at the pad that I was originally targeting to go to, so we're just going to head back that direction. Fantastic. You can do quote-unquote combat with a cam up? Oh, I see what you're saying. No, that's not what I meant. What I meant was this isn't a multi-crew aircraft, so it's not like you could join me inside the cockpit or anything, so you would have to, like, fly next to me somehow. So that's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. Is air-to-ground easy in the F-18 on controller? Yeah, I would say so. That is, like, that's pretty... So despite the dogfighting video, air-to-ground stuff is actually my main way to play DCS. I don't care that much for PvP, and I thoroughly enjoy doing air-to-ground missions. So, yeah, I would say so. I would say air-to-ground in the F-18 is actually fairly easy on a controller. Want to try gamepad sometime? I hate setting up. Yeah, see? That right there. That is one of the biggest advantages of the controller use, is you can just set it up and play. You don't have to worry about mounting stuff to a desk, to a chair, to plugging in stuff. You can just turn on your controller and be ready to go. All you need to do is spend like a week practicing. It's honestly not that difficult. People just give it a shot, give it a try. They'll find out, you know what? All these people talk about 2-Boss being so good with a controller despite using a controller or whatever. They're gonna realize, no, it's really not that bad. I don't know what all the hype was about. I just needed to actually give it a shot. And just like that, you'd be on the same level as me. The only difference between me and most other people is I've actually given both HOTAS use and a gamepad a proper shot. Once you get that latter half going, the proper shot of a gamepad, you too will be able to be, I mean, not necessarily as good as me because you still need to practice, but you'll be most of the way there. The controller I'm using right now is the FlyDigi Vader 3 Pro. It is basically my go-to controller from here on out, just because of how nice it is. Before this though, like literally when did I get this controller? Like 2 weeks ago? So before 2 weeks ago, I was only ever using just a standard Xbox Series controller. Completely stock, no modifications, so no chat pad, no thumbstick extensions, no nothing, just a standard Xbox controller. And that is what I used during the dogfight with Growling Sidewinder. But now that I got this FlyDigi Vader 3 Pro, this is honestly a fantastic controller. It is by far the best one I have ever used. And for a relatively, I mean, it's not that cheap. It's like $80 on Amazon US. You could get it for way cheaper than that on AliExpress for like, I don't know, like $60 or $50. But it is by far the best controller I've ever used, and it has Hall effect thumbsticks, so I don't have to worry about stick drift. 3 weeks later sells... No. I am not going to do that. I have a whole chair that is used for mounting my HOTAS to, so there is no chance. Actually, I haven't flown in a while, besides a few flight sims with my Rio. Fair to say I am not combat capable. It's all good. I'm sure it'll be like riding a bike. Oh, let's make sure we're going in the right direction. Yes, we are. That's heading correct. Okay, that looks pretty stable still. Alright, so this should take us most of the way there. You got everything. So how y'all doing this fine weekend? It is barely the start of my Saturday. I imagine for some of you it's probably well into your Saturdays. Afternoon, evening maybe? Where are y'all from? Waiting for your new PSU, there will be a whole novel in Uno once I get it. Okay, so the word Uno, the name Uno, for me is a card game. So I feel like that might not be the correct interpretation of that. 4 hours until Sunday, my god. Where the heck are you? That sounds like 4 hours from Sunday. That sounds like east. Like, not very east, not like... Oh. Not like Japan or the Pacific, like islands in the Pacific East, but still pretty east. We just call it Uno with Newt. Oh, gotcha. Ah, Netherlands, nice. So it must be, what, like mid-afternoon for you? No, that would be like getting close to evening, so late afternoon. Hey Vikhrs, how's it going? It's noon for you, so you're not too far ahead of me. Yeah, you are barely 2 hours ahead of me. 7 p.m. Okay, never mind. It is well into the evening. Four hours, 45 minutes for Germany here. What the heck is going on with my sense of time? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, you're right. Yeah, that means you're like dinner time, and that's barely 4 hours from it. Okay, gotcha. Wow, my sense of time and geography is just not good at all. Alright, let's increase our altitude. Turned off altitude hold so we could climb above this hill that's coming up, and then we'll re-engage it once we've cleared the hill. Unfortunately, our target rearm refuel point is still about 50 kilometers away, so we've got a bit of a trek ahead of us. So what I'm thinking is, oh, in fact, before we do anything else, let's send a capture helicopter to FARP Alpha. Because one thing we could do is we can time it so that we arrive at FARP Alpha as that resupply helicopter arrives, so that it restocks the FARP and we can rearm refuel there where it's closer to the action. But I have seen issues where sometimes, even though the helicopter arrives, it never actually spawns the required vehicles to rearm refuel. So I think I'm going to continue on with the current plan, go to FARP Alpha after that, and then we can hit some targets that are next to that. You have a ground branch? Oh, are you talking to someone else? Or is that to me? Because I don't know what ground branch means. Alright, so we've cleared this hill, so let's re-engage our altitude hold. Hey, Tepnox. Maybe you're using a Monster Tech flight chair for your mounted... Yes, I am. I am using the MFC 2, the Gray Shrike, I think is what it's called. It's the, it's not the leather material. Oh, I need to clear these trees still. It's not the leather material, it's the clothier material, because I've never liked leather for my computer chairs. At some point, they eventually, like, dry out and wear out and flake away, and I really wanted to avoid having to deal with that. So I went with the cloth style chair instead. So whatever that one is. Oh my god, we still have so far to go. But again, luckily, the aircraft basically flies for us. Let's turn off our dust filter, turn off our nav lights, turn off our blade tips, and whatever lights those are. More information lights. That is for ground crew. Okay, now we are all set. Master arm is on, not that we're going to be able to use it much, because all we got is cannon. Wait, Aki, you talking to me? Yes, to you. Realistic FPS shooter named Ground Branch. Oh, okay, so to me. So I don't know what the realistic FPS shooter named Ground Branch is, so I guess the answer to your question is I don't know? Or rather, I don't have it, I should say. What I have been playing lately is BattleBit Arena, or BattleBit Remastered. Is it even called Arena? Is Arena even named? Whatever, the Roblox-looking shooter, Battlefield shooter. It is actually surprisingly fun to play. Despite its graphics, it is surprisingly fun to play. I've been doing that for probably a week to 2 weeks with Jabbers and some people on his Discord. It's actually a lot of fun. Turning off altitude hold yet again so we can clear this next hill. It's a lot of fun, Aqua. You should try it out. I don't know if there's a way to... Well, I guess with Steam, you could buy the game, try it for like less than an hour, and then return it if it's not for you. But it is actually a lot of fun. What's up, Pippin? Hey, buddy. My dog's asking for the balcony. Having the MFC 5, the one with the melt... Ah, myself, this chair is dope. Your chair looks familiar. Yep. You are correct, sir. Your suspicions were indeed correct. And yes, it does play... It plays like the best Battlefield games in history. Battlefield 3, I remember loving so much, especially during the beta. I was just knifing, like... that was the first game to introduce, like, executions, so to speak. Well, for me, it was the first game that I was able to experience executions. I don't know if it was the first game, but for me, it was the first game. And those were so much fun to do. It was honestly pretty crazy to experience. And because it was such a cool little animation, I just went around knifing people constantly. Like during the beta, I had people just cursing and shouting at me in Spanish because the servers we played on during the beta were like mixed regions. And they're like, oh, what is the two-boss guy? He's just, I forgot what they were saying. It was like saying, I think they were trying to like hurt my feelings. They're like, oh man, this guy's probably fat. He just plays all day and does nothing else. He's grown to be so, yeah. Things like that. But I was having a great time, just knifing them constantly. It was great. The Battlefield 3, fantastic game. It does have some semblance to that, with additional changes to make the gameplay that much better. And there's also like little elements of like survival. I don't want to say survival, maybe that's the wrong term, but like the looter shooters, like Takeoff, for example, has like little elements from there, like when you need to bandage yourself because you're bleeding, heal yourself, things like that. It's pretty neat. The World War I battlefield with the bayonet charges. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it was called Battlefield 1, right? War Thunder is pretty fun, to be honest, when your team works. See, I remember playing, I remember trying War Thunder years and years and years ago. I think it was even before the whole ground game was even a thing. And I know that's like the biggest thing about War Thunder now is the ground arena, right? So tanks v tanks. That is the big thing about War Thunder, but I tried playing it back when it was only planes. And it just didn't scratch the itch. Like, it was fun, it was cool to learn, but yeah, there was nothing scratched that aircraft sim itch like DCS did. Germany suffers in War Thunder? I wouldn't know. I've been hanging out in Armor 3 recently, pretty solid stuff. See, I have Armor... Wait. Oh, you know what? I don't have Armor 3. I think I have Armor 2. And I still haven't really given it a go. I got it, again, years and years ago. But I think I originally got it for the DayZ mod, which I could never get working. And since then, I mean, the DayZ mod has turned into its own thing, right? So there's really not much of a reason to try it anymore. Oh, there's the helicopter we sent out that's going to FARP Alpha. And the FARP we're going to is getting pretty close. Should actually be visible by this point. It's probably right behind this hill here. I wonder if we could see that helo. Oh. Yep, there it is. There's the Chinook. So he's heading over to FARP Alpha. CH-47. Soon to be, well, not soon, like at some point will be an official module for DCS. By Eagle Dynamics. So I know one thing that almost got me to get Armor 3 was their AH-64D mod that someone made for it. Because it was actually reasonably well done, and it was a way to like preview a little bit of what the Apache was all about before the Apache came out in DCS. And I wanted to get it for that, just to like see what was so good about the Apache. But I've heard good things about the mod for it. Let's reduce the scale. Oop. There we go. So which FARP do we want? I think we want the furthest one. Yeah, we want the furthest one. So the one we've targeted here. Armor 3 diversity is unreal, to be honest. Anything Frim? Anything VGA like roleplay to hardcore? Yeah, for sure, man. Like, I remember seeing Drewski's video of, I think it was Armor 3, where they were doing like Vietnam-style troop extract and transport, where dudes in the helos were picking up troops, dropping off, and then just going back and forth, just trying to get people into the action. That was pretty nuts. Oh, excuse me. Oh, turn that off. Forward tank pump on, aft tank pump on. See, when I see these lights here, like, it makes sense for master arm to indicate that it's on. It makes sense for en route course to be to let me know that it's on. But seeing these guys on make me feel like I should be turning these off. Hey Keith, welcome. So if anyone happens to know, should I be turning off these forward and aft pump tanks, these pumps that are here on the side after startup? Because we've got these fuel pumps here, we've got the forward and aft turned on, and it's possible that I might only need those for startup and I can just turn them off for, like, just normal use. So if you happen to know, let me know. Because the last thing I want is to, like, turn those off mid-flight and find out I need them and then die. Because we've been flying for a while now just to be able to rearm refuel. In fact, is there any targets close to us? Like, these Apaches are flying even further than we have already to this target objective here. SAM CCP virus. Yeah, we're probably not going to fly that direction. We're going to go from here down to about here where there should be a FARP Alpha. So we'll probably hit that. Because there's some targets in this city down here. But we need to be very careful because the SAM defenses in that area are actually reasonably strong. I think there's a SA-15, an SA-8, as well as a SA-6, all of which are very dangerous. I need to be very careful. No, pumps need to be turned on? Okay. Great. I will leave them on, because everything is working like I expected. It's just weird to see these on my warning panel, letting me know that they're on. I guess it's just to say, hey, FYI, they're on, so you no need to worry. Oh, here's the FARPs. As you can see, our course has deviated just a little bit. Oh, actually, this is pretty accurate on the well, obviously, because this is fed with a GLONASS system, but our position on this guy is just a tiny bit off, but at least it brought us most of the way here. So I'm going to turn off en route mode, and I'm going to start descending. Turn off our altitude hold. We're going to lower our gear in a second. It's going to suck if I end up just crashing and dying. I need to be pretty careful here. Lower the gear. Keep an eye on our vertical airspeed. Make sure that doesn't drop too far, especially as we slow down. There is the transition to a hover, and there we have it. I let go of the trimmer button. Now all we have to do is just patiently descend onto the pad. This is just practice, man. That's all it is. It's practice and understanding why things happen, and then just simply applying it to your device of choice. Like right now, I'm not touching the controller at all. I'm just letting it do its own thing, because I know the autopilot system of the Takeoff is going to take me exactly where I told it to take me. I'm going to hold the trimmer again, adjust our position, and then touchdowns. And there it is. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and rearm refuel. Get our fuel all the way back up. We're going to take quite a few pieces of munitions. Where the heck is it? Yeah, this guy. So we're going to take air-to-air missiles, Vikhrs, and anti-building rockets. That's the S-13s. Let's load up.
Request refueling.
Please work.
Request rearming.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. Maybe it's just because I didn't dial that to ground crew. Let's try this again. I swear. If you don't work, I am going to be so upset. S-13. No, I need the fuel before I hit OK. Yeah, we'll live.
Refueling. Request
Oh,
rearming.
thank God. Request for fuel and rearm?
Copy.
Hell yeah. What's up, Daniel? How's it going? It's great to see a streamer demonstrating you don't need $500 of flight equipment to fly well in DCS. Xbox controls are so much more affordable than a vertical controller even. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, and I've had all of those different devices, and so far the one I keep coming back to is my simple... Well, I mean, it's not so simple anymore just because I'm using a different controller now, but it's effectively an Xbox controller. It's a lot of fun. Of course, being a slightly more enhanced controller is I can do this. So it may look like I'm using my right thumbstick right now to look around, but this is actually me using the gyro on my controller. So I can look left, look right, look up, and this is me just turning the physical controller myself in my hand.
Rearming complete.
I haven't been using this whole time. Like, that was literally the first time I used it this entire stream, just because I'm not used to doing it yet. But it's kind of neat to have that option available, should I want to use it. Alrighty, so we are now rearmed, refueled. Let's go ahead and set up a new nav target, or edit the... let's set up a new nav target, just in case we want to come back here. So, enter nav target 2. And then, where we want to go is this direction. And our targets, I believe, are going to be located like somewhere here. I can't remember the exact location. But it's something like in this general area. So let me just place it here probably. So 43564. 43564. So 0 43564. Enter 00. 41084. 41084. 41084. Enter. Okay, nav target number 2 is set. But what I'm also going to do is set up a fixed point. So fixed point number 1 is going to be set to my current position, which I know based on the Abers here. So I'm going to do 0 44254, and then enter 00 404140. 40414. Enter. So now I have a fixed point, so I can do a quick INU correction. Since I'm getting this present position data from the Abers, or the GLONASS system, I can take that info and input it into the KA-50 system and say, okay, so this is where I'm currently at. So let's go ahead and do a fixed point, the number 1, and then uncage, I believe. Yep, there we go. So our position is now updated based on our GPS. Now I can do a quick heading correction as well, which is what I have bound to my right bumper and D-pad right then left. You notice this switch goes to MH and then back to gyro, so if I do right and then left, that corrects my heading, and now I should be all set to go to nav point 2. If I scale out, I should see nav point... Yeah, nav point 2, this direction. Let's scale back in, and it is roughly 63.5 kilometers away. So not the worst, but it is still yet another long flight. Don't forget to set the rocker setting for the S13 behind your right shoulder. Rocker setting? Rocker setting? What does that mean? Is it this guy here? For air-to-ground missile? I actually don't know what it needs to be set to. Gotta do the well, sorry, I'm catching up with chat now. I gotta do the controller setup. I have some win-win stuff, but like someone else said before, it's having to do the setup every... Yep, absolutely. That is the same boat I'm in. What was the controller you were using again? It is the FlyDigi Vader 3 Pro. If you look on my channel, I actually have a review of it that I released in the last week or so. So if you wanted a nice little overview of what it's capable of and whether or not to consider it for purchase, give the review a shot. See what you think. Set ASC to 2. ASC. This guy to number 2. Press 13. Awesome. Thank you so much. I was wondering why my shots were off target, but I guess ASC needs to be specifically set depending on the rockets being used. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Okay. So, let's go ahead and take off. We'll correct our heading one last time, just in case it didn't get set. And let's go ahead and take off. We're a little heavy, so we're going to have to use ground effect to our advantage as we take off into forward flight. Our rotor pitch is pretty high up, and we won't raise our gear until we're well into forward flight, just in case we need it. Press and hold pilot trimmer. Turn left until the circle on our heading tape is at 0. Shaking into forward flight. There it is, gear up. And let's head out and do some business. Let's get at least 200 kilometers, maybe 2.5 on our set speed. Let's drop our rotor blade angle to about 12, just so we don't overdo it. Make sure our vertical speed indicator is at 0. This looks pretty good. Pretty good speed, 225. Yeah, I'll work with that. 225. Let's set that. Altitude hold, and en route. Alrighty. We're well on our way now. Sorry guys, I know this is a relatively boring stream of flying from point A to point B, but we're on a mission now. We have weapons, we have air-to-air missiles, we have anti-building rockets. So now, our objective is clear. We're gonna murder. We have 13 targets total for us to deal with over at FARP Alpha, and a couple buildings that we'll try to take out using our rockets. And we'll see how all that goes, I guess. I still have the Chuck's Guide open from looking. Nice. Everyone is well prepared today. Oh, we're well on our way. Let's correct heading. Just one quick switch. Even though I think I actually just messed it up since I did it during flight and not while on the ground, but that's okay. Alrighty. And it looks like we have a lot of friendly aircraft in the skies today, so we don't have to worry too much about enemy cap taking us down, but if we do, we have the Iglas. Those are our option here. Also, I'm debating on using this ODS option, because this will automatically dispense my flares if a missile's detected. But honestly, it's easy enough for me to just press X on my controller and then pop the flares myself. It'll just dump all of them instead of just one side, though. Or not all of them. I meant like, it'll dump both sides instead of just one side. That's most optimal. I think I can work with it. That way it doesn't use them for every friendly fire missile. Let's see how the that transport helo is doing. Should have landed, or is about to land pretty soon. Yeah, here we go. Ooh. And there's the green smoke indicating where the FARP is. That's good. He's well on his way. Restarted my device. Seems like the lag has been fixed. Oh, was my stream lagging? Love how creative the cam off CMS panel is. Pretty dang creative. Yeah, I agree. You could choose what side you want to do. You could also choose the dispense style, so I've forgotten the specifics, but you could change the order that's dispensed and how many per dispense. It's kind of neat. Okay, so before we actually get to those hills, I may want to plan out my path before I get there. So, let's see. Our target is somewhere in here. I'm using my mouse for this, by the way. I'm not using my controller, forgive me. But in order to get a... And there we go. So the helicopter just landed, but it still did not... Oh my god. Did you... Well, that explains why he doesn't drop off troops, because he literally just died. God damn it. Okay, let's increase our altitude while we talk and figure out what the heck just happened. So let's zoom in on this and see what the heck happened. So here's the green smoke. I'm over there somewhere. And... oh my god, come on, dude. Literally at the pad. Oh my god. Oh, let's... You know what it probably is? It's probably the winds in the mission are just too high for the AI to deal with. So when it tried to approach for the landing, it probably had a lot of crosswind to deal with. And it probably wasn't like weather vaning into the wind like it should have. So, it ended up in a crash. I mean, I can't... So, I was using my mouse there, but I can navigate F10. So, like, right now I'm in F10. So, what I'm doing is I have an additional button on my Vader 3 Pro, which is really nice. It's like having a share button on a normal series controller. So, I have that bound to shift in Steam. So, because it's bound to shift, it's automatically a modifier. So, if I press and hold that extra button, and then press D-pad back, left, right, or forward, it gives me the different views that I always use. So in the down position, I can go to the F10 map, and then using scroll, I can scroll out and in, which is bound to left bumper and triggers. So that allows me to zoom out. Unfortunately, I can't actually move the map very well because I have double binds on my right bumper. It's both mouse click as well as mouse like 5 and 6 or something. So what I have to do is I have to zoom out, then zoom in order to navigate the map, which isn't... I mean, it's not ideal, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. Oh, what are you firing at? But yeah, it's like I said, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it gets the job done. Alright, so an extra shift on top of the... Yep. So, normally I have just 2 modifiers, and that is my left and right bumpers. And those are so I could do a number of different actions. So no modifiers is like, you know, collective up and down, flares dispense, pitch, roll, rudder. So all the stuff I need ready for me. Then right modifier is flight related stuff, left modifier is combat related stuff. And then both modifiers is seldom used stuff, so like landing gear, cockpit open, close, things like that, starting up the aircraft. But having the additional modifier on top of that gives me all the extra stuff that is definitely not necessary, but it's just nice to have. Especially for streaming. So now I can go to F2 view if I wanted to show you guys an external shot, go to F6 to follow weapons, I can go to F1 to go back in the cockpit, and then F10 if I wanted to get a look at the map. And this is very concerning that there is a fight happening so close to me. Hopefully, he actually kills whatever he's shooting at. What is... Where is this... Oh, there it is. Boom! Nice. And just like that, I can give you guys something fun to look at as I fly in literally a straight line for hours. Watch, after all this flying in a straight line, I just end up getting shot down. Now, this F-16 is going to be in for a bad day. Because there is, in fact, I'm pretty sure, an SA-15 in this area. If I remember it, it's actually probably around here somewhere. Let's see if my memory serves me correctly. It's a little cheaty, but I mean, it's Georgia at war. Everything's where... Yeah, so those are our targets. And the SA, there's another target there. There's a SA-8 Osa. I believe right here is the SA-8 Osa. And then there's the SA-15. I'm pretty sure that's SA-15. Oh no, that's the Osa. Where's SA-15? Oh, there it is. There's the SA-15. And he's already looking around. He's scanning for targets and that... Oh, he's already launched. Huh. He launched on the F-16? Well, either way, those are our targets. The buildings and SAM units. So our first priority is going to be the SA-15, obviously. Our next priority is going to be the SA-8 Osa. And then third priority, probably mixed in with the SA-15 as first priority, depending on which one tries to kill me first, is going to be an SA-6, which I can never remember where it's at. But it is absolutely dangerous. So we need to plan our approach. And I'm pretty sure what I want to do is I actually want to turn right down this valley and then approach my targets from the city here and then follow this road so I can start attacking them from this position and use the trees as cover. So let's actually disengage route mode. And then we'll turn to the right and begin our route towards our plan of attack. The scariest thing I've encountered is SA-10B. Is there a difference between the SA-10 and SA-10B? I didn't realize there was different ones. Is that a mod by chance? So we're gonna drop our collective so we can slow down as we descend. So we don't overspeed our rotor blades and have them clap together. Because the last thing you want is your rotor blades giving you a round of applause, because they really should not be touching. As you can see, they're getting pretty close on the right-hand side already, so I don't want to push it even further. Ah, it's a custom mission, I see. Gotcha. Yeah, so one of the interesting things about the SA-10 is you would think with a missile system that big, you would think that they are capable of having a missile that can self-guide itself, you know? Because it's such a big missile, there is plenty of room for adding effectively a Fox 3 radar-guided system on it. Granted, it's a surface-to-air missile, but still, I mean, it's a self-guiding radar. It's effectively a Fox 3 fired from the ground. But in DCS, it's effectively a Fox 1. It has to be guided by its radar system, all the way to the target. So, if I remember correctly, mods like the one you described, I think, give that Fox 3 capability to the missile, so you can't just, you know, like duck behind terrain to mask yourself from the radar source. You also have to mask yourself from the missile itself, which is currently falling down from you from the heavens. Oh boy, we are in trouble. That F-16 we were looking at earlier was just shot down because there is a friendly flanker in the area. If you guys don't know, I'm using WebGCI to give me effectively an AWACS overview of what's around us. So, I am going to take a quick, safe little break. Oh my god, I have to make this a lot faster than I am already. Because I was not paying attention to that WebGCI until just now. Turn on our altitude hold. They are out in that direction somewhere. That F-16 just got murdered. So we have to slow ourselves down. Select our iglas in case we do need to fight. And then remember how to even use them in the first place. But I'm pretty sure all I have to do is press weapon release, wait a few seconds and get a lock and tone, and then press weapon release again to fire it. So I'm going to drop my gear. And we are simply going to land and wait for impending doom to pass over. And if it doesn't pass over and leave us alone, we will take off and engage. Oh, that was a little rough, but that's okay. They can take it. Alright, we're going to chill here for a little bit, because this can be a problem. And unfortunately, the cockpit of the KA-50 doesn't do well for visibility. They're out there somewhere, though. So to give you an idea, there is a pilot ejection right there. Here's our target, and there is a flanker, I'm pretty sure, right above where this pilot ejection is. And there is a frogfoot over here to the west. And that's kind of an issue. That's a little bit to the left. We're going to stay in this position and see how this goes. Sorry guys, my eyes are peeled. I will catch up with chats once I feel like I'm safe. I swear, where is this flanker? You shouldn't be able to get a missile lock on me unless I'm actually flying. And since now I'm on the ground and stationary, I should be relatively safe. You know what? F5. F5 does not work. Okay, fantastic. Oh, you know what? F2. Oh. Zoom in. Ah. This is a little awkward, but I guess it'll have to do. Oh. Is that just a tree speck? No? Yeah, I don't see anything yet. I don't know what altitude he's at, because I refuse to like click on the unit on WebGCI to get more information about him, because I'm cheating enough as is. It's kind of serving as a replacement to the really dumb AWACS that's built into DCS. And still nothing. See anything. He's probably so high up that he's behind these clouds. But he's flying very, very slowly. He's currently over the FARP. Like just southwest of the FARP. So here's the FARP here. He's literally like right above us at this moment. And I don't see him. Which is a little concerning. For all I know, he's diving directly down upon us. I'm trying to spot him. I don't see him anywhere. Okay, well, I'm going to assume that the danger has literally passed us. I swear, he has to be like right above us. Like somewhere here. I don't see anything. Oh, now he's circling us. Fantastic. Okay, well, I am going to catch up with chat in the time being. So, do you still play DCS in a chair in front of a desk? Yeah, I do. Although I don't have to. I can, like, get DCS running on my, I don't know, my TV or something if I had it directly hooked up so there's no lag or delay. Oh, there he is. Yep, you can see the flanker there in his low FPS glory. Wow, look at him just bumping around like that. So he just fired on probably friendly cap that's in the area trying to take him out. My goal, why I want to fly with the controllers, because I want to chill in front of my TV in a big... I feel you, man. I have said beanbag, but not a big TV or anything, just... or rather, I do have a TV, I do have a beanbag, but I don't have a stable enough, like, Wi-Fi streaming connection to the TV in order to be able to play reliably. I could probably do it, but it won't be a great experience. But yeah, in theory, it should be possible. Oh yeah, your friendly F-15 got splashed too. Ah, it looks like it just turned west to engage 3 friendly jets. Yep. Okay, so that confirms that suspicion. I could just take off and try to deal with them myself, but we've flown for too long just to get shot down by a flanker with a Fox 1 and a long Fox 2. And all we technically have are Iglas. Alrighty. So I'm going to take off, and we'll continue on with our mission. Iglas are deselected. Let's recorrect our position. So let's go to enter, fixed point, 0, 4402. Oh, here's actually another neat thing with the gyro. So I'm not going to use my right stick anymore. I'm now going to start using the gyro instead. And this makes entering things into a keypad way easier. So if I press and hold my gyro button, I can now move my cursor because I'm in cursor control mode. And this is me literally moving my controller. So 4402, actually 026, enter, 00, 4055, actually 40559, 4059, enter. So operate, go to fixed point 1, and then uncage. There we go, position is now corrected. Nav target 2. Correct our heading since we're on the ground. Okay, we're good to go again. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take off and continue on with our mission. There is a frogfoot that's off to the west that I really don't want to feel like having to deal with, but we do have a lot of friendly cap in the area. So hopefully it won't be an issue. The smart gray matter in my brain is telling me to not take off and just wait, but the impatient part of the gray matter in my brain is saying just take off and do it. So we're just going to send it. Get some forward airspeed. Once we get enough forward airspeed, we'll raise the gear, drop the rotor blade angle to 12, transitioning to forward flight, there it is, and gear up. Oop. And we'll continue on through this valley like we planned. Watch Ikran. Main transmission. And we'll drop the rotor pitch down to 11. And we'll take it nice and easy all the way in. Because we don't want to overfly or get too close to the objective area, because we will get shot at by that SA-15. And SA-8. and SA-6. And potentially an SA-9 and also Manpad. So this is honestly a very difficult little mission that we've given ourselves. But if we play our cards right, we should be able to take it on. And of course that frogfoot has turned hot on us, and I don't see it. I'm sure that is going to change pretty soon. Yeah, tell me about it. It's like they're being fed information about player units in real time, and they're having to calculate what is the next best move and execute on it, and then say, oh, plans have changed, let's execute a different next best move. Oh man. Let's make sure we stay relatively low so we can always use trees as cover, just in case. Because the last thing I wanted to get smoked by this frogfoot that's currently down this valley. In fact, let's select our Iglas. And right now what we'll do is just fly through these trees here. Let's bring down the collective pitch even further so we don't fly too fast and overspeed our blades. while we try to do combat maneuvers. And we'll just keep an eye out for any specks in the sky. So here's the valley we want to fly through. Here to our left, so let's turn this way. Here's the road we want to follow as well. But the Frogfoot is in this direction too. And if we start popping up too high to start engaging it, especially as we get closer to the target area, we're going to start getting shot at not by the Frogfoot, but also by the SAMs in the area. And last time I used, at least the Apache, the missile warning system did not do a good job of warning me that a missile was out. I had to ID it visually in order to know to pop flares. So hopefully the Kamov missile warning system is a little bit better than that was yesterday. In fact, let's just chill here. I think we're mostly safe. Yeah, I think we're mostly safe. Plus we have friendly cap in the area, so let's just continue on. But we will not chill here, we will continue on. Oh! I don't think that's for us. Pretty sure that's not for us. But we will get pointed in that direction just in case. We don't want to go too high. Again, don't want to get shot at by the SAMs. Turned off our altitude hold so we can change our altitude to avoid the trees fairly easily. And then let's turn to the left just a little bit. Where is this guy? I swear this thing. This KA-50 does not do any favors when it comes to aircraft visibility. Trying to look around. I mean, this is the whole reason why I have head shift bound, so I can easily just shift it around and see things outside the cockpit. SPQR for the $25. Hey, what's up, man? If you guys don't know, SPQR is one of the servers that you guys can play on. They are running the slightly older style Enigma formula mission, where you have multiple zones that you need to capture. But they are in the horizontal format, where they stretch across in a long line instead of hexagons, but still a great mission. Great format. And the difference is, it's not Cold War, it's fully modern. You have access to basically everything. Okay. So I need to catch up on chat, but I'm also... Okay, good. The Frogfoot's dead. Thank God. Thank you, Nate. Alright, so we will continue slowly in this direction, towards the targets. We are currently 14 kilometers out. Once we're within 9, we'll start... Well, I mean, we should really start planning our positioning now, before we get there, but we can't really see much at the moment. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and catch up with chat, while we slowly inch our way over. You play often on the Hoggett server. Can you tell us a little bit more of how the campaign system works, thinking about to join the operation later? Yeah, so if you go to a webpage called atwar.online/gawgci.php, in fact, let me just grab the link. So if you go to this, you'll be able to see an overview of how the mission is set up, and this updates the web representation of the mission in real time, like it's delayed by like 5 seconds or something. And you get to see how the activity is currently going as the mission progresses. And the way the mission works, basically, is you are in a PvE environment, so you're working with other players to go up against an AI foe. And what you want is to capture or defeat different objectives that are littered throughout the mission. So if you notice, throughout the map, there are these orange circles, and each one of these orange circles represent a different kind of target and objective. So you have anything from a BAI, which is an air interdiction, so think of like armor units or mechanical infantry or whatever, that you need to take out using an air-to-ground platform. You also have a strike missions, which are structures and buildings that you need to take out with strike aircraft that have heavier ordnance that are good for... Oh. We are already being shot at, so I'm going to stop talking because that is super spooky. And we need to reposition ourselves into an area that's going to give us a better advantage here. Wow, that was close. Thank God for the missile warning system. And we're going to... Oh! We're good, we're good. That is going for a friendly, looks like Chinook? Or... no, F-15. Oh, okay. Well, either way, we are now 7 kilometers away. So let's find a spot where we can pop up, take a shot, and then hopefully score a kill on that SAM system. We don't want to get too close because we only want to get shot at by one SAM at a time. But at the same time, we may not have a choice considering our lack of options as far as being able to duck behind something for cover. So if there is additional shots happening, I am so sorry. I cannot keep up at the moment. I am going to be focusing quite a bit on how to not die while making other things die at the same time. So what I think is probably going to be our best bet is, one, we're going to get into a hover and in a position where we can duck behind some terrain at the same time. And once we find the target, we will duck behind cover, fire, pick up from behind the cover and go over it so we can see the target, and then guide it the rest of the way. That should give us the best chance at taking out whatever it is we're looking at. Alright, so auto hover is engaged. Set it to manual release because we're close enough we don't have to worry about precise parameters. Auto turn, okay. And now let's uncage the Schval. Oh, right, because nav target. Let's do that and then re-uncage it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure our target is somewhere over here. So I'm going to turn off altitude hold and just control our altitude manually. Oh, this is going to be spooksters! In fact, let's make sure there's nothing here that we care about. Oh my god, good thing I frickin' had that thought in my head, Jesus. So there is something here typically, and it's nothing we like. Oh my god, that is scary. We are way too close to this. Also, what is going on with my aircraft? Oh my god, this is scary. Because I'm pretty sure there's something like right here. Somewhere here. Let's pop up just a tiny bit to reveal something out there. Don't want to pop up too much. And there he is. And fire. Hopefully it doesn't hit that tree. Oh no, I forgot to turn my laser on. That was a waste. Let's try it again. Don't hit the tree, please. Thank you. Alright, I'm pretty sure we got that guy. Let's pop up. Just a tiny bit. Oh! Okay, those are the 2 units I was worried about, so let's go ahead and refocus back on the other SAMs. Woo, that was scary. Okay, hold on. Before we continue on, Jesus. Okay, we are in a good spot. Let's just catch up with chat before we go on. But yeah, thank you very much, SPQR, for the donation of $25. That is awesome. Okay, I need to go further up. How about the campaign system works? Okay, so we just went over that a little bit. Hey man, I stumbled across your content recently and I am extremely interested in to try to control where... Oh! Hey, that makes it easy for us to find. Unfortunately, there is a lot of things happening up above. I think a friendly just died. We have potential flanker up in the stratosphere there. And totally scientific scientific claim there, stratosphere. I'm pretty sure it's not stratosphere, but high enough to be contrailing. Okay, well, I think we're pretty safe as long as you stay put, so I'm gonna stay here and continue on chat. I'll be traveling very soon and won't be able to bring my HOTAS. Hey, yeah, give it a shot, man. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave a comment on my tutorial videos. I should be able to help guide you along, but there should be enough info to get you all set up on just the videos alone. I think the frog foot is chasing the... Yep, we talked about that. Here's 6 in camp. I think the friendly Viper is engaging Froggy. Froggy's down. So refuses to show you on the GCI for me. Oh yeah, for some reason the KA-50 Black Shark 3 is just not visible on Web GCI. They just never added a model for it for whatever reason. Also, where is... Oh, that's scary. That is very scary. Well, at least we have an idea of where the SAM is, so at least we have our targeting pod there. Just need to wait a little bit for our friendly cap to deal with these flankers and frogfoots. Does the campaign on Hogget reset after some time? Yes, it does. And thank you for... Yeah, so I realized what was going wrong there with my laser. Yeah, so the campaign on Hogget does reset after 4 hours. So right now we're about 2 hours into the total runtime of the mission. So that means we have 2 more hours before the mission will reset. And if we have not made any significant progress on the mission, then it will reset and return some of the targets that are on the map back to their original states. Or if we did knock out some targets, then it will remove those for the next time the mission is running. So let's say, for example, we captured an airfield, it will remain captured on the next reset. But it will still be the same overall mission until we complete the entire objective. And that is ultimately to capture all the airfields. And I believe that's actually basically it. Capture all the airfields and do significant damage to the different missions around the area. And then once we do that, it will revert back to Phase 1, which is further northeast of the map. And be a whole other set of mission objectives. Alrighty, so let's... So it looks like the flanker was shot down, so we will go ahead and use this opportunity to try to do some damage to this SAM. And also give ourselves some brown pants in the same time. Because we should be close enough for any attack on a SAM, but also means we are close enough for the SAM to hit us as well. In fact, before I do that, let's just make sure. Good thing I checked. Jeez Louise. Drop down, drop down, drop down. Okay. So strat here is gonna be to fire, pop up, guided in the rest of the way. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna pop up, and as we're popping up, we're gonna fire. So wait just a little bit and fire. There's the strat right there. Okay. And we're gonna stop our ascent. Pretty sure we're in a good spot that we're not gonna get fired on. Oh, that was scary. Okay. So let's look around, see what all is out there. What is that? That is nothing. So we see the targets here. The building targets, structure targets. And yeah, you can do air-to-air in Hoggit. It will be against AI, so, you know, take that what you will, because they're not always the most fair challenge. Oh, I just realized I forgot about this. There are actually blue circles for every known target location. So, in theory, there is a target on this hill on the left. What the heck? I don't remember there being a target here. So let's laze. And then see if we can't find whatever the hell it's talking about. In theory, my cursor is right on top of it, but, you know, desync between what the GLONASS is telling me where I'm looking versus where the KA-50 thinks where it's looking is probably causing some issues here. Okay, well, regardless, we're going to do this one thing at a time, so this other circle that's out here in the distance is concerning me. Somewhere out in this direction is, I believe, a Tunguska. I don't think I'm close enough for it to do some serious damage, but those are like famous last words. Understood, interesting concept. Already on the Hoggit Discord server and checking this out later. Been fun for you. Yeah, man. Give it a shot, see what you think. It's not everyone's cup of tea, so don't feel bad if it ends up not piquing your interest. It's totally up to you. I know the Fourier system is effectively the same idea, just presented in a different way, and the Hoggit formula has not changed very much at all in the last many years. So, if you want the mission to be enhanced in the future, don't expect it to be, because they have not done that for quite some time. So I'm pretty sure the smoke trail came from over here somewhere. I need to be on the lookout for any specks in the distance. Anything there? Take a break. Don't continue climbing until we get a good scan of the area. I am not physically rotating the helicopter myself. I am letting the auto turn do that for me, which thankfully has been fixed in recent patches. This was relatively broken when the Black Shark 3 first released, so it's kind of nice that this is now reliable again. Oh! God damn it. I don't know about you guys, but that missile looked like it came from behind a tree. I don't know about you guys, but that felt like they were seeing me through a tree. Ah! Okay. That's fine. Did Did this ever get captured? Oh no, that Chinook died, right? Oh, damn it. Hold on. Let's take a look at where we died. Where did we die? We died here. Okay, so we died here. And that smoke trail... God damn it. I swear, I had no visual on this guy. And it was absolutely hidden by a tree. There was no way. There's no way. Like, how is this guy able to see me through all that? God damn. Just casually putting away his goddamn radar. Yeah, whatever, dude. Okay. Okay, we got this. We're fine. Let's see if we can spawn anywhere closer than where we were. So, Maycop South, Patron me. This is at FARP Delta, so we don't want to be there. Sochi? I mean, I don't think we could spawn there yet, just because we didn't capture it yet. Bravo, we cannot spawn at because we have not captured that yet. Yeah, that's true. Especially against AI, it's very difficult to deal with. So what I was hoping there with me, like, that slow-ass reaction on my part, is I was hoping that by just dipping down below the tree line, I'd be able to just cause the missile to explode where it's at and not have to worry about repositioning. But honestly, don't learn from me. What you should do is brake. You need to brake and hide and reposition. Do not casually drift off down into the left. You need to hit that pilot trimmer switch and then buzz off. You need to go away. Do not do what I did. Because now we are respawning back at freaking Maycop. I almost want to hop into an Apache. That way we can spawn a bit closer. I'm pretty sure the Apaches... Oh no, they don't. They spawn here. Oh, that sucks. I wonder if I can... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can spawn in a Huey and then move some units into a more appropriate location for a rearm refuel. It won't help me out that much because I might end up just running out of time for the stream and this would only be good for other people, but hey, at least I help other people, right? Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to spawn in this Huey. And I'm going to set up the rearm refuel equipment closer to this FARP. So I can't move the existing ones, but I can spawn new ones. And hopefully I can make it better for this this other KA-50 pilot over here that wants to rearm refuel. So let's go ahead and just do this really quick. And maybe I'll still have time for another mission. Fuel on, starter button on, off. IFF, radio. Homing beacon, not that I'm using it. Flares. Start the engine. Close the doors. Is the Mi-24 able to transport equipment on the server? I honestly don't know. The few times that I... Sorry, stand by. What is going on? There we go. The few times that I used the Mi-24 on the server, it was in horrible spawn locations. Like you were literally flying for 2 to 3 hours before you can see any action. So I didn't get a chance to check if you can use the CTLD scripts. But I imagine so if it's considered a transport helo, right? And honestly, that could be why they leave it at horrible spawn locations, is because it's just too capable. It's able to do air-to-ground fairly well, while also transporting things. So that's probably why they give it terrible spawn locations. Still sucks, but slightly more understandable. Yes, you can according to a group. Okay, sweet. Good to know. Alrighty, I have not touched the Huey in quite some time, but I'm pretty sure I still have everything bound on it. Let's turn on the lights. Anti-collision, flashing position, radar out. Not that we really need it. But we'll set this to 500 feet, I guess. And we'll set the low one to 50 feet. Not that we're sling loading, we're just picking things up. Okay, let's see if we can help this KA-50 out. Oh, and let's reset our master. There we go. Oh yeah. He still feels great. So we'll head over to this green smoke, pick up some ammo and fuel, and also a Humvee or a Recon, whatever it is required to get the stuff to transfer over from ground crew. And hopefully we can do another mission straight over to FARP Alpha and try to engage those targets again. Okay, touchdown. Alrighty. Is there a controller you could recommend me that has the DualShock PlayStation joystick layout? I mean, the only ones I've really used with that kind of layout is literally just the DualSense controller. That's the only PlayStation controller I have. Everything else I have is effectively in an Xbox style format, so where it has the offset. Oh. That KA-50 already take off? Oh, that's a CH-47. Okay. FARP Charlie. But yeah, I mean, DualSense is a pretty solid controller. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it's about as expensive as my Fly Digi. What am I doing? I need to go to... What? Where is CTL... Oh, right, it's under Other. Okay, here we go. CTLD... Ground forces. Let's get the ammo truck going. Other CTLD, load. Alright, let's get that over to the KA-50. And that'll require 2 trips for that ammo truck. I'll head back over in this direction. Also, my game appears to be lagging a little bit, so that's a little annoying. Wait, am I blind? They're just on this hill, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh no, the KA-50 isn't there anymore. Nah, that's fine. Getting conflicting info. Some say am I trying to fucking transport? Some say only troops. You know, it might be troops only, which is honestly fine. Because at least you can still capture airfields that way without being able to, like, spawn SAM sites and stuff. So that's kind of nice. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll land on the helipad and then place the unit on this T. This is usually a pretty good spot for placement of the ground unit. Other CTLD. CTLD and drop. Yep, there we go. Let's go get the second one. And once we get the second one, then we get the fuel, and then finally the Humvee for ground crew contact. Man, I really wish the placement of the existing units were closer than they are, because this wouldn't be an issue otherwise. No. It's honestly, it just comes down to practice. That's all it is, man. You can do it too, just keep at it, understand what controls do what, and you can apply that knowledge no matter what medium you decide to use, whether it's a HOTAS, whether it's a controller, hell, whether it's a keyboard, you should still be able to fly just fine. As long as you understand what does what, and how your controls work. Oh my god, but the lag is not doing me any favors. Oh my god, please stop lagging. That's the last thing I need while trying to touch down. I always joke and say, imagine if I've just been fooling you guys this whole time, and this controller overlay is literally just like a remap of my proper HOTAS setup into what looks like a Xbox controller. And I'm actually just controlling everything with my HOTAS. I wouldn't even know how to do that. That'd be pretty funny though. CTLD, and load. Of course, there's also the explanation of why I'm not turning my head as if I'm using track IR or something, but that's a whole other complication to the plane. I know it's not a KA-50. You just see what happened to me earlier. I got shot down by a SA-8 Osa that saw me through the trees. And instead of making a long trip over to another FARP just to rearm refuel, I am trying to place an ammo truck, a fuel truck, and a Humvee so that I can not only help myself, but other KA-50 pilots and other Helo pilots trying to spawn from this location. Because this is honestly pretty annoying. Alrighty, let's go ahead and place this off to the left of the existing ones. Or even right on top, I guess it doesn't really matter. Pretty sure I want it right around here. Just to the left. CTLD, drop crate. Oh, never mind, it's right on top of it, that's okay. CTLD and unpack. There is our ammo. Now let's go get our tanker, which should only be one crate. My main issue are frames, to be honest. I know which control does what, but DCS became a bit choppy. Oh yeah, that's fair. You can have the finest control in the world, but if you can only see out a few frames per second, it won't really matter. So it's barely hosted anymore, and the guy isn't releasing the mission. I feel like the SAR is great for landings. What is SAR? It's a search and rescue mission or something? Because SAR is an acronym also used for like the... I forgot what it stood for, but it's the radar in the for air-to-ground mapping. In aircraft like the F-15E. Drop back down, come on. A little bit more, a little bit more. There we go, enough. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. CTLD, ground forces, tanker, other, CTLD, load, and let's go ahead and take off again. This will give us our fuel, not that that's as necessary. And interestingly, I haven't once touched the trimmer in the Huey, just because having consistent controls is, I feel, more important when you're doing the short-range cargo transport stuff. Because it's easy enough to hold a thumbstick in a certain position for forward flight. Sure, if I was doing like a long flight like we did with the KA-50, then I would use the trimmer. But just to keep things consistent for transporting cargo like this, I like to not touch the trimmer. Go. Keep an eye on that VSI. Alright, now we can go visual. And we'll go between the helipads and drop it off closer to the T on this side. And then we'll unpack. It's pretty good. A little more to the left. There we go. Alright. Other CTLD and drop. Unpack. Oh no. I'm sure that won't be a problem. Let's go get the Humvee now. I was trying to avoid that from happening by putting it to the left, but I guess it still happened anyways. Alright. Rancunian guy, thank you. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your dinner. So once we get this Humvee out, I will do one more attempt at that mission in the KA-50, because it takes a really long time to get to that objective area, and I really don't want to do that a third time. But we'll give the objective one more shot, and then we'll probably call it a day for streaming today. Currently an hour 45 into the stream. So far we used 2 airframes, one KA-50, one Huey, out of necessity. You know what I could do? Ah, no, but it takes 2, maybe one Humvee. Hold on, let me double check. That would be kind of funny, as if I were to use a tow Humvee and take out the objective that way. That'd be kind of funny. The problem is I don't know if I have combined arms installed. I can't remember. I haven't used them in a long time. But that would be one way to play it. Tell you what, if the KA-50 mission fails short again, then we'll give that a shot. If we have enough time. Okay, so we picked up the crate. Let's go ahead and take off and drop it off again. Then we'll respawn in the KA-50, rearm, refuel, and then give the mission another go. But that would be pretty funny. Roll in there with the tow Humvee and knock everything out. We'll drop this off a little bit more to the left this time, just because clearly I was a bit off with my aim there. Eye on the VCI, on the VSI, on the VSI. Eye on the VSI, don't die. Okay. Now I can do visual. Use a tank. These are boring. See, the problem with the tank, as much as I would love to use it, problem is it requires 2 trips with the Huey. I have to drop off 2 packages, not just 1. So it would involve 2 long trips to the AO. Oh, but I could actually fly to FARP Alpha and grab the boxes from that green smoke. That could work. But, oh man, don't tell me, don't tell me. We have a mission here, we have an objective, we're here for the KA-50, not the Huey. Other CTLD, and unpack. Oh my god, please. Okay, well, anyways. Let's respawn. Unit type. Oh, let's go unit type. KA-50. Can we take a minute and appreciate the fact that they added a filter system? Because this is so nice to have. Alrighty. And there's the units there. Let's see if this is good enough. If it is not good enough, then we'll do the Huey thing. S-13s.
Request rearming. Copy.
Thank God. I mean, it has to go on the well, okay, close. It has to be on the FARP pad in order for everything to register. So maybe I could have put it off to the side. But the problem is that the player vehicles, they don't spawn on the helipads. They spawn off to the side. So I can't really account for where they might end up. And if I place these trucks somewhere here, then someone could spawn in on top of a truck and just die. And then kill the truck with it, which is more important.
Rearming complete.
Now we're just going to go through the whole startup procedure. Let's actually turn this on first and get that going so that it does the alignment right away. And then standby SAI. Okay, that's good enough. Now let's continue on with the rest. Just turn that system on right away. Okay, turn that to comm. Data link. EEGs. Lights. Anti-collision. We'll turn on the rest of this stuff. I think you guys said to set it to number 2? Was it number 2 or number 3? I think it was number 2 for the S-13s. Then let's not forget our laser this time. Okay. With that, turn on our Abris. Uncage this, even though we don't really use it that much. Oh, yeah, there we go. Pretty sure we turn on the dust filter during startup. You guys can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure we do. Because we technically don't want dust getting to our precious engine on this 3D battlefield. Alright, and now we just wait for the accelerated alignment. Thank you, Dennis. And just to make sure I actually did that, yes I did. Number 2. Fantastic. They're all armed up and almost ready to go. And actually, before everything is ready, let's go ahead and prepare ourselves so that we have the target area navigated to. Wait, is this it? Yeah, this should be it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. And I'm going to go ahead and just place the nav target right here, because I know this is where that particular unit is, and I don't care anymore, because if he can see me through the trees, I'm just going to plop the nav target point on his position, which I'm pretty sure is like right here. 4356. Nice. HUD is saying it's still aligning. I'm going to wait for this guy to disappear, and that will indicate the accelerated alignment is complete. While it's doing that, let's set up our units. So that is using... Oh, and accelerated alignment is complete. We'll set up our units so that they match what we want to enter. Let's change that. And change that. Go back to the nav. Okay, let's go ahead and start up. Start APU. Order break off. And keep in mind, I'm using my gamepad this entire time. No mouse, no keyboard, no nada nuttin'. Just gamepad, including when I move the mouse. Start left APU and cut off the left engine. Engage our holds. Everything back there is set. Everything here is set. We should be all ready to go once these engines start and the APU is off. And let's just double check our self-chord is accurate to this. So 44241. 44241, 39429, 39429. Yep, everything looks to be accurate. Let's go ahead and correct our heading as well.
We've arrived at the target warehouse, setting up security.
It's all good. Everyone has their moments. But don't worry, you should give a gamepad a shot, Raven. It's surprisingly easy, if I do say so myself. You just got to get used to the controls, commit them to muscle memory. It'll take about a week. Once you do that, it'll be easy peasy. You can do air-to-air refueling, you can do carrier case 1 traps and recoveries. Everything from a gamepad. Just give it a week of solid use. I really hope these units stick around, even after the mission restarts, because that would be very useful for other players. See, there's the problem. You're trying to do it with a HOTAS. Do it with a gamepad. Much better. Promise. No lie. Totally objective opinion here. Not subjective or biased at all. Okay. Engines are up. Bringing them to auto. They're now live. APU off. Bring this back to the center position and fuel for the APU off. Heading correct again, and let's go ahead and enter our nav target point. So enter nav 1 435600 or oh. Right. Ah! Nav target! No! Nav target. No, oh my god. Okay. Gyro time. Clear. 1 0. Oh my god, I forgot already. 435600. 4356. Oh. Enter. 00. 41082. 41082. 41082. Enter. 1. Operate. Nav target 1. And we're good to go. Let's get out of here. Oh my god. We're gonna be here for a while, guys. Please stop. Just stop. Stop increasing. Okay. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours now? It's gonna be a long flight. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, let's get forward momentum going. Wait for it to start rattling and rolling. Where's the rattle? Yeah, KA-50 is supposed to be the fastest helicopter, I think, right? Got our forward airspeed. Raise those gears. Drop the collective a bit so we get some power back in our generators. Drop it down to 12 collective pitch. And fly towards our target objective. Oh my god. Here we go. Think of it this way, it just gives me more time to talk to you guys. There it is. Target area is up ahead. We will aim for an airspeed. Oh, we are going pretty fast already. There we go. And engage on route mode and maintain altitude. And there we have it. 240 kilometers an hour. 99.9 kilometers to go. More precisely, 124 kilometers to go. However, you guys can do the math. 124 at 240 kilometers an hour? That's going to take, what? An hour and a half? There's no way that's an hour. That's like 45? I don't know. I can't do math. I don't know what math is. What is math? All I know is we need to increase the collective so we don't smack into those hills. Well, that's not too bad. That could be worse. Oh, God. Okay, did I miss any chats? Because I feel like I've been very distracted. So I'm going to scroll up a little bit. The controller you can recommend. Red edges. Motion frames. I feel like I haven't missed anything. Looking pretty good so far. That hitching has been in the game the whole time. Yeah, it must be the lag spikes I was suffering during the UH-1H cargo hauling. Search and Rescue Ops and DCS. Okay, so it did stand for that. Okay, yeah, looks like I'm all caught up. Nice. Oh, man. So how are you guys doing? How's your evening / afternoon / day going so far? So I'm pretty sure I'm at a steady enough increase in altitude that I don't have to worry about these hills. So I am going to peek and be chisme on other people around the around the mission. What is this F-18 doing? Oh, getting shot at. Oh my god. You are absolutely getting shot at. Oh my god! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. None of those missiles are the ones that hit him. Where did that come from? That was like higher up. Was that a enemy? Oh, that was an enemy flanker. I'm gonna laugh if all those missiles just hit him like right now as he's just in a death spiral. They shouldn't anymore, right? Because he's technically a dead aircraft. Out of all those missiles, the one that hits him is from like this direction. That's funny. Oh, I don't want to hear that sound. Let's increase our blade pitch again to 12. Okay, we should be pretty happy now. Thank God for an altitude warning. What's this Harrier up to? He is RTB. Oh, he has a DECM pod. He has a little jamming pod. That is not very common to see on Harriers. Usually they roll with a T-pod in the center line. But cool. Glad to see that's in use still. We seem to be pretty Gucci still. Oh, in fact, let me get incorrect. Okay, we're still good. Alright. Should be relatively accurately on course. Yeah, in fact, we can actually see we're going off. Oh, we're actually looking into the direction we want to go, into the valley. So that's actually could be pretty convenient. We have the F-15C loaded for cap. Got a F-15E, who is completely Winchester and RTB. Got a F-16 loaded for seed and cap. Good to know. F-16, Raider, can you fly basically direct south and attack this, please? That would make my life so much easier. Rattler 1-1. What you got? You've got, wow, going old school. Loaded out for some pretty decent cap, but also iron bombs of all things. And Mark 82s at that. Oh, guess he, oh, okay. I don't know if, I don't know if he meant to do that. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, I don't think, oh. Okay. So you're just going slimmer cap now? Oh, and you're gone. Disconnected. Okay, well, that's fine. I think that actually happened. I think he accidentally jettisoned the wrong pylon, and then he jettisoned even more stuff he didn't want, and he's like, F it. I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. This game's shit. Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious. That may not have been the case, but that's going to be headcanon for me. Oh, look at this. Got times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 GV12s, and a single, I assume, CB97, and cap. This is what makes the Strike Eagle so awesome. This right here. You've got a completely devastating air-to-ground loadout, and you still have ×4 AIM-120s, and also Navalites, but that's okay. Because it's against a AI opponent, we don't care about Navalites. That's how you can identify a friend from foe visually easily, because the players are usually the ones with Navalites on. Also, this... Oh. Is that me? Yeah, this is still me. Why did it bug out like that? This A-10 pilot is doing some serious damage to its Wapse, because there's quite a few targets in this area, but he is flying uncomfortably close to these targets. Oh, looks like he's going for this guy down here. No, that's just a stain on the ground. Oh, yeah, this is why you don't fly this close to the objectives, but he's still doing a good job. Just took out that target, that puff of smoke in between the two bridges. That's too bad. Now the question is, did he kill it? Because it doesn't look like he did. Okay, we're still good. But yeah, you really don't want to fly this close if you can help it. Find the targets, hit them from a distance. Unless you know for sure it's targets that can't shoot back reliably, because wow, that loadout. Or use ×3 Mavericks. You have ×6 Snake Eyes. And oh my god, double triple rack of APK dubs. And the long ECM pod, which I heard was overpowered, but maybe A-10 pilots can confirm that. Are you gonna hit that? There's no way it reaches that far. It's gonna hit this building first. It has to, right? Yeah, I never understood the trajectory of these APK dubs, because, oh, good kill. I think? That looked like it was spot on. And yet, it's still not dead. It's right on the A-10's wingtip between those two bridges. Yeah, it's still not dead. What the heck? Okay, let's altitude hold while we continue on our merry way. Yeah, I know, right? He has the entire arsenal of weapons on him. But he is having trouble against this BMP. I don't know what is happening, because those look like 3 solid hits on that BMP. I might have to go in for guns. Yeah, the BMP is like, oh, what is going on, A-10? Don't you kill yourself. You've been shot at multiple times, and if you die from flying yourself into the ground. Speaking of which, yep, we're still good. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. You are hitting Sochi. Oh, getting shot at by Sochi? I don't know what's happening there. If in doubt, Bert. Yeah, for sure. Terrain. Yeah, we should still be good up until that hill that's off in the distance. Which... is that a hill we need to be flying over? You know what? Let me double check. Yes, we do have to make it over that hill in order to get into the next valley over. So we will have to increase our altitude yet again to make it over that guy. So let's increase our blade pitch to 13. That should give us 500 feet per minute, just about. Yep, there we go. And we'll let that continue climbing. And make sure altitude hold is off, and it is. Okay, great. Correct our heading one more time, just in case, and we should be good. Alright, we'll let that do its thing. F-16! Did you do it? Oh, please tell me you did it. Oh, please tell me you did it. This is the same F-16 that was loaded out for seed as well, and those seed missiles are gone, and he's facing south. Oh, please tell me. Please tell me. Did you knock out... Where? God damn it, where's the target? It's right here. Please tell me it's dead. Please tell me you're dead. No! He did not kill it. Oh, he damaged it, though. Okay, so he worked it. He worked it. Did he kill the SA-15? He did not. But clearly there's been damage on this SA-8 Osa, so that will give us a little bit more of an advantage. Because it won't be able to engage us as easily, because it's damaged. However, I am curious... Oh, there's a second SA-8 Osa, what the hell? What the hell, man? Okay. We're in the clouds, that's okay. Oh wait, is there shaking from being in the clouds? Is that a thing? Let's turn off our dust. Because I totally forgot to do that. Okay, well that's a little scary. This is okay, right? It's okay to be flying in IFR conditions. Oh yeah, never mind. The cloud's gonna go away pretty soon. Okay, we're good. We are good. This F-16 is about to get shot at, though. Like, if he's not careful, he's, like, practically overflying this SA-15. Just can't tell where he's at. See, this is half the fun in flying a helicopter on a server like Georgia War. Especially the KA-50, because you could just set it and forget it. Ooh, speaking of which, let's drop this down to 12 again. And then altitude hold. And we're good. Oh, in fact, let's not altitude hold. Let's actually drop our altitude to below cloud layer. What do you use the motion sensor / tracker in the controller for? I think view would be helpful, being that it's hands-free. And yeah, absolutely. So if there's anything I would use the gyro in the controller for, it would be for moving the mouse, so moving the right stick. Because by default, I already have the mouse mapped to my right stick on my gamepad. So by extension, if I set the gyro to control the right stick, then that means I control camera control, as well as cursor control. So that is probably the biggest thing you can use the gyro for in a controller with a gyro enabled. That is the number one thing. The second, and probably less useful thing, is to set it so it controls the flight stick. But, and I mean, as cool as that sounds, in practice it's not great. So, I mean, give it a shot, see what you think. I personally don't recommend it, but it is an option that you can explore. Now I wonder if I can actually see the target area from here. Because it's like pretty much a clear shot from here into that valley. In fact, let's go master arm on, because I totally forgot to do that. I should have done that already. Gears are up. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . I don't see any buildings yet. How far are we? 70 kilometers? That's close enough to see stuff. We're gonna keep on descending until we're clearly below the cloud layer, but I mean, according to this, our target should be like right here, but I don't see it. Let's descend even faster. Let's drop the blade pitch to 10 until we're below the cloud layer. Like, this looks like one of the targets. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I'm seeing things. I got trapped above the clouds and... oh no. The worst feeling in the world is not knowing if you can descend through a cloud layer safely or not, right? Okay, let's increase the blade pitch to between 11 and 12. Maybe 11. Yep, 11. And then altitude hold. We'll maintain this all most of the way in, just so we can spot what's out there as we approach. When are you heading to us? Join the party and an Apache coming from... oh, nice, man. So if I die during this process, that's going to be it for the stream. So as long as I'm alive, I will continue streaming, or until the server reset, which is going to be in about 1 hour and 10 minutes. So, if you can make it here in 1 hour and 10 minutes, which, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while for you. So, step on it. Don't over-torque your engine or anything, but that's how long you've got. You've got as much as 1 hour and 10 minutes, or as little as is whenever I die. Or if the stream just randomly crashes, then I'm gone. Apologies for the simple questions, but how do you switch between camera control and cursor control? Yeah, no worries, it's all good. So in order to switch between cursor control and camera control is this setting. So if we go to just controls and then press it, for me it's called force cursor to show toggle. Oh, they keep changing the damn labels on these controls. I'm gonna have to update that on all my layouts now, but now it's called force cursor to show toggle. And it's by default bound to left alt and C. Sometimes this is called force cursor to show on and off, and other times this is called enable clickable mouse cockpits mode on and off or something like that. Either way, when you're in the controls menu, just press left alt and C, and it should take you straight to the bind that you need to bind. And that is for toggling between mouse cursor and camera. Okay, so... oh, there, wait. That looks like a thing. Does that look like a thing? That looks like a thing. Those things are very far away, but it looked like a thing. But I could be wrong. It could be a completely wrong thing. It's a little blob smear on the screen at these distances. Could be a fingerprint for all I know. You know what? That might have just been the top of a tree. Damn. Let's uncage back to the target area so we have a reference point. We're currently 50 kilometers out. Let's go to the map and scale out. I mean, according to this, I'm looking right around the target area. Unfortunately, I don't see the buildings yet. I could be looking way too far ahead, though. As long as my azimuth is correct, I should be able to find it. So according to this, it should be somewhere along this azimuth. But I don't see the buildings. So I don't know... I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I'm too far away for the buildings to be rendered? Is that the issue, or are they like behind these trees or something? Like they could be behind this hill here, like this hill line right here, they could be right behind this. Or the next one. I don't know. Either way, we're in... Oh! Got more trees? That is more trees, but that means there's stuff that are at least tree height hidden behind that hill. However, I am more curious about potential SAM threats. Is our airspeed? Go ahead and do that. We're at 244.
Roger that. Transporting security forces to the target location.
So people are trying to capture Sochi now. That's a good sign. Where the heck does this think I'm going? We might have to land? Because if it thinks the target area is here, that feels way off. I feel like this is the target area. Is that the target area? Maybe not. Let's keep scanning. Maybe I will spot it. There is no way down here. There's no way down here is where the targets are, right? Maybe all the way over here? Where am I even looking? Yeah, they should be just straight ahead. What is this F-18 doing? Loaded for seed? Oh, please. Please. Wait, or those... No. Ah, damn. Loaded for cap. Oh, well. I thought those gigantic missiles were seed missiles, but apparently not. Maybe that thing? Is that... Oh, I see the top of a smokestack. Maybe this is the target area. Wow. Okay. I should have believed in it, I guess. Yeah, no worries, Aqua. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're able to join me later if I'm still on. If not, tune in next time, man. Great to see you around. I don't know where the enemy is because I have no situational awareness. Situational awareness, what is that? Okay. I feel like I'm looking in the wrong direction, but maybe not. Pointed this way. I mean, it feels like it's in the right direction. Maybe it's just hidden behind hills, like I thought. Just a bunch of them, like, somewhere in there. We're at 33 kilometers, so we're going to actually start descending, so we don't... if we start descending, we'll have even less visual identification on the area. I want to at least see what I'm looking at, or trying to hit, first before I duck behind something. But at the same time, I really should correct my nav position so that my INU is up to date. Because here's the city that we were at before we started trekking in, and then once we got to this point, I'm pretty sure this is where we died last. Somewhere among these trees where we got shot at. So I am going to duck down into the city, just beyond it, into one of these patches, land, INU reset, or, you know, correct, fix point, and then we'll take off again and then try to find the targets. So there's that city that we're talking about. And for whatever reason, it thinks the target is like right after that city. I'm pretty sure it's just beyond this way. In fact, yeah, see? I just did a laze. And the target is somewhere here. Oh, and there's the target. Look at that. Go figure. Okay, so I have eyes on where we were at last time. So we're not going to go there. But that does also mean what killed us is just like right over this hill somewhere. So in fact, let's get into a different position than we were before. Let's get a visual reference point of where that is at. My God. Is that accurate? Okay, let me move this onto that known position. This guy. Right? 23 kilometers. According to this, it is right there. Oh, in fact, I think I see a little ground unit speck right where my yellow cross is. In theory, if I leave my cursor there, I should be able to see the target. Oh, that doesn't seem accurate. Maybe the parallax is a bit off? Like what I see on the HUD isn't necessarily what's being reflected in the camera? Okay, so what I think I should do... So I'm still gonna INU reset, so that's still the plan. But I need to get, like, I need to imprint this image into my gray matter. Because I need to land probably somewhere right here. Fix point. And then keep a visual idea of what this looks like so I know where to look. But no matter what, we're gonna land here. And INU reset, or even like sooner, like down here or something, because further we fly along, the more unsafe we will be. Okay, let's just go ahead and start descending. En route course is off. Let's go and start descending. Drop that collective so we don't overspeed our aircraft. We're going to wait till we're sub 200 kilometers an hour, then we'll drop the gear. I don't think it really matters. I assume that's kilometers an hour. I'm pretty sure the KA-50 can't fly fast enough to overspeed the gear. But don't quote me on that. That's more of a Volk question, if he happens to be around. Sub 200 now, dropping gear. Again, it's just a nice whole number that I'm using for reference. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to do that. Slow it down even more. Keep an eye on that VSI, make sure it's as close to 0 as possible as we come to a hover. And once we're in a hover, we will descend. VSI is still at 0. That shaking is just transitioning from forward flight to hovering. There's the pogo stick indicating the direction of hover. Keep the VSI at 0 and we're in a hover. Okay. And let's go ahead and descend into a spot that is reasonably flat. This is a hill after all. So if we do end up landing on a hill, we need to land uphill, not to the side. Something like this. This looks pretty good. And notice, during that turn, I still had the VSI indicator in the corner of my screen so I could keep an eye on it. So if there's any tip I have for anyone trying to fly a helicopter, like in general, always, always, always reference your VSI. Always. That is going to determine whether or not you crash and burn or land safely. This is a pretty steep hill. I don't know how comfortable I am landing on this. Is my parking brake engaged? I guess I'll find out in a second. Oh my god, please. Please just stop. Just stop, 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 stop. Yes, parking brake is engaged. Nice. Landed. So let's go ahead and fix point. So enter, oh, not airfield, fix point 1 and 0 4 3 5 9 6. Enter 0 0 4 0 5 8 9. 9. Enter. Operate. Fix point 1 on cage. Nav 1, because that's still what we want to hit. Heading correct. Heading is still correct. Okay, our target is just... oh. Is just beyond 10K, so we still have to get quite a bit closer. But at least our position is updated. Now we can reasonably rely on this number here as well as this number here. Alright. Taking a quick scan. Not that lights matter, but just in case they do, let's turn all these things off. Also, OT. OT, what does that mean? Over temperature? Over torque? I don't know what that means. Alrighty. Alright, Technox. I am roughly 14 kilometers away from the target area. So, over time, do we get paid 1.5? Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? I'm going to leave my landing gear out just in case I, you know, fall into the ground. At least I have a little bit of cushion to save me from that impact. Let's go en route. Altitude hold is off. And all we're going to do is slowly make our way towards the target area. Have our Vikhrs selected, set them to man, so that I can fire them off no matter the azimuth. Okay. And hopefully, I just uncaged onto the location of our target. And we're going to do a little bit of leapfrogging. We're going to leapfrog from open patch to open patch inside of these trees so that we can work our way towards our target area. So we're going to fly towards this, turn off the Enroute mode, drop our collective to about 10 degrees of pitch so we don't go too fast. You know what? We have to do a little bit more because we're descending a bit too much. And unfortunately, I can't really execute this attack like an Apache. Like, I have to stay lasing on the target in order to hit it, so I can't just fire and forget with Limas, for example. This is going to be a bit tricky. 36 kilometers away from me. Target is FARP Alpha. Yes, it is. Well, I mean, it's not the FARP itself, it's just beyond it. So, to get you pointed in the right direction, it is FARP Alpha, but the target area is in the valley just beyond it. Okay, we're in the next patch. Let's move this direction. See if we can't stay safe by going this way. Our camera is still slewed onto the target area. I believe... oh, it's beyond gimbal limits, so this isn't ideal. Oh, I see a patch in that direction, though, actually. Let's use that. We have another patch over here that we can use, potentially. Nice. Alright, cool, man. Hopefully you'll be here in no time. There's currently 9 ground units left in the area, so if you can see them, go ahead and take them out. My primary objective is to try to knock out some of the buildings with my rockets. That's my main objective, but I can't do that if there's still units on the ground. So if you see anything you can kill, go ahead and kill them. Okay, so we flew over to this patch. What is this thing looking at? Let's just get rid of that and then re-uncage. It's like going into the ground. Like the vertical... The altitude knowledge of the target point is not accurate. Yep, there is the previous target I hit. We're just beyond it. So I am going to... I'm going to shift over to the left, because maybe that'll give me a better shot on the SA-8 Osa that was hitting me earlier. And potentially the other SA-8 as well. We'll shift over in this direction. And we'll hide behind this hill, actually, now that I think about it. Because we should be well within... Yeah, we are. We are well within striking distance with our Vikhrs, so let's put ourselves in a much better position behind this other hill. That gives us an altitude advantage as well. Plus, we should have fair line of sight with terrain being what's masking us and not trees. Because as we saw, trees are not reliable. Hey, Ronnie, welcome. What's the best software to use triggers as buttons on an Xbox controller? I mean, you can do it with Steam. The problem with Steam, though, is you have to remap them to keyboard keys. So as long as you're okay with doing that, then yeah, it'll work just fine. Otherwise, I would look into, I don't know, Joystick Gremlin or Rewazd or something, but Rewazd costs money and Joystick Gremlin is kind of hard to use. So Steam honestly has some of the most easy UI experience that you can deal with. You know what? I just realized this hill may not be great because it's kind of exposing us on the left side if we increase our altitude too far. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Tunguska or another SA-8 Osa in that direction if we're not careful. So I'm going to do that. Establish an auto hover. Oh my god, this is spooky. This territory right here is spooky. So I am going to do my best to not crash into the ground because my altitude was dropping. And instead I am going to engage auto turn. And we are going to use that to look out for targets on the left side first before anything else. Because Tunguskas are absolutely devastating. We do not want to deal with those. I'm pretty sure there's one out here somewhere. So all I'm going to do is align... Yeah, so see that blue circle there on the Abras? I'm pretty sure this guy right here is a Tunguska. All I'm going to do is keep this line lined up with that blue circle and pray that that azimuth is accurate. Because once I see it, I need to fire. Speaking of firing, I need to make sure I have them set. So let's increase our altitude ever so slightly, and if we get a missile warning, our bailout is to the left. So we're going to press and hold pilot trim, we're going to dive and fly that way. Exit stage left. So that's our plan. Now that we have the plan in mind, all we need to do is execute when the time comes. So if we get a missile warning, dive. Stage left.
Roger that. Security forces are landed. Pushing the target rails.
Okay, we still need to increase our altitude. Right side appears to be okay still, so we should not have to worry too much about exposing ourselves on the right. Keep on increasing altitude. Stop moving. Give ourselves a second to look around and observe. Right side is Gucci still. We still have our gear out just in case we drop. Speaking of dropping. Okay, there we go. Let's see what Tepnox is up to. Looks like he's flying right over that city we were at before. So that gives us an idea of what kind of challenge we're dealing with. So if you keep flying in that direction, you'll eventually spot the targets out in the distance, straight ahead more or less. To give you an idea. So let's go ahead and climb again. Altitude hold off. Still nothing. Right side is still clear. Slight right is still clear. We still got a hill. Okay. Oh my god, this is scary. We're still aligned with that blue circle. There it is. And it's dead. Fantastic. Ooh. One less thing to worry about. Let's do it. Switch back over. We're going to align ourselves with this other circle. However, because it's like right on the other side of this hill, I'm pretty sure we're not going to spot that before we spot our other SA-8 Osa. But still, I will align ourselves with it. And then we'll continue on with our plan. Keep increasing altitude, keep an eye out in case of threats. SA-8 Osa, Strela, Manpad, highest threats in the area it seems. As well as SA-15. SA-15 is a huge threat as well. Oh, that is exposing me to a lot of stuff already. Altitude hold. No eyes on anything out there just yet. What is this? Can't see it. Let's increase altitude just a bit. Wide field of view. Remember, bailout is stage left. Hold trim button. Leave left side. Still good. Let's stop increasing altitude. Still nothing, still nothing, still nothing. I swear, I thought the SA-8 Osa was in this tree line here. I don't think it's in this one. I'm pretty sure it's in the other one. So we will continue up. We'll continue climbing. Nice. Yeah, there you are. What's up, man? Alright, don't die though. You're approaching the area pretty high up, so stay safe. Nice. Wait, was that you or was that... Yeah, that was you. Hell yeah, dude. Let's track that missile. Looks like it's going for the SA-8 Osa. Right on target. Hell yeah, man. Boom! Yeah, look at that. I was right. It's right on this other side of this tree. Jesus. Thank you very much. Alright, we'll pop up a little bit. We'll deal with this other SA-8 Osa or the SA-15. I'm pretty sure the SA-15 is this blue circle here. So we'll continue slowly increasing our altitude. Altitude hold is off until we can see that target area. We're still in wide field view. and stop our ascent. Take a peek. Make sure we don't see anything that's going to murder us. Let's scale down. We have an easier time seeing things. Oh! What was that? You guys see that? That's smoke? I swear that... am I going crazy? That looked like there was smoke there. Okay. Either way, we're not high enough to get engaged by whatever that was, if it was smoke. Nice. It looks like that was the SA-15, so that looks to be dead. Let's make sure. Yep, looks like our azimuth line lines up with that. Yep. Perfect. So now we can focus on whatever this potentially is, this little blue circle here. I think that's where I saw smoke. So let's continue increasing altitude. Yep, looks like that was the Apache because the smoke only lasts for so long. Let's see what he's looking or what he's shooting at. Nice, you're going for the outpost. Good kill. Oh yeah, the roof's blown off. Very nice. Altitude hold is off. Increase. Continue scanning. Pretty sure what we want is right on this azimuth. Yeah, so there's a whole process to hovering in the KA-50 in that you should be using the autopilot to help you along the entire time. Also, this unit is apparently over here somewhere. But I don't see it. Let's see if I can induce a little bit of left drift. I'm going to hold left and then trim. According to this, it should be among these trees. Let's continue going to the left. Nice. And it's dead. Perfect. Pretty sure that's dead. That looks very dead. Okay, cool. Our work is becoming even easier as we speak. So let's go ahead and take a breather. All these SAM systems that we were afraid of are taken out. So let's go ahead and engage our hover hold, facing the direction we want to hit, and knock out any ground forces that are still in the area. There we go. Hover hold here. Uncage. And let's go ahead and target stuff that is near the buildings before we enter the engagement zone near them. There we go. And there is one target we want to hit. Select our Vikhrs and rifle. That's actually a pretty dangerous one. That's a SA-9. Yep, that is our Apache friend. How far... You should hit. Ah, there we go. Very nice. Let's drag that over and see if we can use it still for something else. Ah, didn't quite make it. But we've got a SA-8 which is a man pad. We'll hit that. Hopefully it will... Yeah, there we go. We got him. Nothing there. Got a Shilka. We'll hit that next. Apache, yep. Good kill. Let's see where this thing's going. Hitting this outpost here in the distance. Very nice. Don't know if that killed it. I think it was this outpost here. Yep, there we go. I'll see if I can hit the truck that's out there. Even though it's not a huge threat, but we've got the missiles for it. There we go, good kill. And let's see what else. Let's increase our altitude so we get a little bit of better eye on the area. We don't have to worry too much about SAMs or AAA anymore, I don't think. So we'll just continue increasing our altitude, give ourselves a height advantage, and look over these buildings. For example, this truck we can kill with our gun because it's no real threat. That truck, same idea. We will attack it with our gun. That's the SA-15, it is dead. That is the Apache. Are you getting shot at, or...? I wasn't sure why you were popping flares, but hopefully you're okay. Can you make a video on it? I could, but you can also check out literally like any other tutorial on DCS. Like, it doesn't have to be gamepad related. Because I've set up the gamepad so it can take advantage of all the same controls that any HOTAS would use. As long as you know what controls you're dealing with, then it shouldn't matter if it's a HOTAS geared tutorial or a gamepad geared tutorial. As long as it's a tutorial on how to hover, then yeah, you should be able to do it or follow it just fine. We're gonna knock out this man pad next. Nice. Good work, Top Knox. I'm gonna take out this other man pad as well. Alright. I believe that is most of everything that's a major threat. Like, the only other things that are left is like these trucks. You know what? I say that, but I haven't really scoped out the area, so I'm gonna induce a left crab and see if I can get a better angle on the target area. So, inducing a left crab with some right rudder and then trim. And then we will just kind of circle our way around the area while maintaining visual so we could get a good eye on it. Decrease our collective. We don't want to flow too fast though, because if we do it too quickly, we'll weather vane into the wind that we're generating. In fact, let's turn off auto hover, and we'll just do this manually. So like that. Decrease collective. Altitude hold. We will auto turn. Looks like that is the Apache. Okay, cool. And then we'll simply do this. In fact, let's turn off auto turn. Just for now. While we continue to inspect the area. Alright, so that damage caused that unit to move around, so that should hopefully reveal other units as well. Shilka down, nice. We've got that truck. I'm still doing a very safe kind of circle around the target area, so hopefully this will reveal more information at some point. Let's make it a little bit faster. This is kind of slow. Keep it going. Yeah, I was getting too close, going for some distance. Yeah, for sure. Stay safe. That's the name of the game. If you can outrange your targets, do it. No need to go all Macho Man. But I do believe that is basically everything. Alrighty, I guess that's going to be it. So, we're going to roll in with some rockets, knock out probably this guy. Let's select the inner pylons. Alright, so, I don't know if you're going to hear me in time, but I'm going to start rolling in with my rockets. On that rightmost building, the tech combine, and pretty sure I have the best chance at killing that guy more than the other structures. So if you see anything shoot at me, you'll know that there's still targets out there. But for now, I'm going to do what I can here. Turn off auto turn, because I'm fighting that. I have 2 selected still on the back wall, so in theory, I should be able to hit this from even as far as this, right? As long as I keep the thing on the thing, then it should hit the thing. Like this. Will that work? Oh, that's going to be pretty crazy if that works. Let's see what happens. No way. Is that going to hit? There's no way. Oh my god, it hit. Oh my god. Thank you for telling me that newfound knowledge. Jesus. Do it again? Oh my god. That is so satisfying. And we'll do another hit. Boom! Wow, that still didn't kill it? That's gotta be dead soon though, right? Because it's already on fire. Hit it again. There we go. Turning away. We have 2 more... Wait, actually, are we out of rockets? No, we have 2 more rockets. Unfortunately, that's not going to be good enough for really any other structure that's out there, except for maybe the tanks, the canister things. Nice. Going in town with your own rockets? Alright, we'll do this for their last 2. And rifle. Yeah, that's not... Oh, it damaged it, that's for sure. Huh, interesting. Maybe they can actually knock out those bigger workshops. Flight director mode. Let's go ahead and use our guns if there's still a truck around here. which I don't believe there is anymore. Yeah, looks like all the trucks are taken care of. It's good. Let's see if we could do some damage on these canisters. I don't think we can, though. Pretty sure we need explosive for these. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, let's turn away. Pretty sure we still have Vikhrs. Are we out of Vikhrs? Oh, we have 6 more Vikhrs. Let's see if those will do damage to those canisters. Get rid of the nav target. Alright, time to experiment. Let's get into a hover. Get out of flight director mode. And auto hover. Vikhrs are now selected. Oh, come on. There we go. And let's see what happens. I wonder if this is too far down for the Vikhrs to hit. Guess we'll find out. Nope. Looks just fine. Hell yeah, dude! Get the next one. I think I missed that one. Let's try it again. Still not destroying it. I wonder if it's because I'm not hitting dead center. So let's hit this guy. I'm pretty sure it'll phase through it. Oh my god. There's no shot. Okay. Auto turn on. Let's go for this canister, or one of these. Like this guy, maybe? I don't know if we could thread the needle there. Let's go for this one. There we go. Let's go ahead and drift over to the left a bit. Give ourselves a better shot on one of these other containers here, but from the side. And we should be able to knock it out. Okay, this should do. And good kill. Oh, come on. Oh my god, please. Alright, well, I am Winchester. I technically have guns, but that's not going to do anything, so I am going to head over to FARP Alpha. I know there's a Chinook there already, so if the Chinook successfully resupplies the FARP, I will rearm refuel, and we'll knock out the remainder of the buildings, but if it does not successfully resupply the base, then I will call it a day. Turn off auto hover. Let's go to 12 on our collective pitch. Raise our landing gear. Master arm is off because we don't need that anymore. Alright. Well, Tepnox, if you want to join me, I'm heading over to FARP Alpha. There's no guarantee we're actually going to be able to rearm refuel there, but if you want to sign off alongside me, that's where I'm going. In the event that it does not rearm refuel it. Wow, this was a 3-hour session, guys. Dude, I never do stream sessions this long. Oh, in fact, I'm about to kill myself in the process. Let's reduce our airspeed. There we go. Altitude hold is off, so we can continue increasing. In fact, we could see the Chinook right here. Oh, and the server's going to be restarting in 20 minutes. But we don't have a lot of time to rearm refuel anyways, but you can see that, I'm pretty sure that's the Chinook right there. Here's hoping can actually land. Oh wait, is that just a smear on my... Is that just a smear on my HUD? What is this? No, that's the Chinook. Okay, okay, okay. He's landing. I mean, he looks like he's drifting backwards. Don't die. Please don't die. Please land. You're down. Please just land. I might have to circle around a little bit. Yes, he landed. Please. Please, just spawn the units. In fact, let me back off a little bit and observe from a distance. Yeah, don't fly in the suit, man. Stay just outside of the clouds, get a visual on the FARP, and then come in. Auto hover, and let's observe. Yes! Although I only see Humvees. I only see Humvees, I don't see... Oh no, there's an ammo truck there. Hopefully that's good enough. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I think I hear the Apache on my left. Oh, hopefully this gives me the rockets, because I'm just going to load up on nothing but rockets, and we'll knock out the 2 remaining buildings. Hell yeah, dude. Please, just let me rearm. We'll be able to finish this mission within 20 minutes. Hey, there you are, man. Check you out. Okay, no lollygagging. You need to get the mission done. We have less than 20 minutes. S-13s. Please work. Please work. Oh, you know what? I just realized. I need to flip over to ground crew. There we go. Ground crew. Rearm refuel. Rockets. S-13. Rockets. S-13. We can get rid of our air-to-air missiles. Get our guns back up. Let's get up to 45.
Request refueling.
Please work. Please work.
Request round.
Oh, no refuel. Please armor weapons.
Copy.
Yes. Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. Alright, man. Rearm. You can't refuel, but you can rearm. Let's knock out the remainder of those buildings. For you, I don't know if you can do any damage to structures. If any, your, I forget the rocket name, but it's the one in the 200 range in the name. I think those have a shot at doing damage to structures. I think they used to be called the MPPs, the multi-purpose penetrators. But do what you can. I don't know what options you have. Or maybe laser mavericks into those tanks you might be able to do. Either way. Hell yeah, dude. Time to murder those structures. We're still set on 2. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to wait till you rearm as well so we can take off at the same time. We've got 15 minutes to go. Yeah, M229, that's the one. That's probably your best chance at destroying any kind of structure, but I would try laser Mavericks for the tanks. In fact, I wonder if I can... Oh, okay, that looked kind of weird. Check out this great shot. Look at this. Oh! That is kind of a nice shot right there, right? Let's get rid of this tech spots. Look at that. Let's get a little more of that left wheel in the frame, just a little bit, not all of it. Look at that shot. Oh, full rockets? Oh my god. Alright. Before we go anywhere, I'm gonna save this as potentially the new thumbnail for the stream. Oh man, this is a great shot, dude. Okay, alright. Let's go ahead and take off. So just follow me out. Once I take off, just follow me. Master arms on. Rockets will be selected once we're in the air. Alright, let's do it. Get out of here. Wheels up. All stations selected. Let's go murder. Dun, 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 dun. Let's not fly too fast and end up getting a round of applause from reverter blades, because that's going to be a problem. Should be good enough. All right. Let's slowly descend as well. I wonder if I could take the shot from here. Wouldn't that be crazy? Hey Enrique, full rockets because that's the only thing that will do damage to these structures that are remaining. Because there's no more ground forces for us to deal with. So right now we're just trying to clean up these two major structures. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do anything to this radio bunker as well as these two hangar bunkers. But these two workshops I should be able to knock out. Alrighty, let's go for it. And... oh, here we go, times 4. Rifle. Oh my god! No, they fell short! Okay, that's fine. That's fine, we can wait. We'll wait a little bit. And... rifle. Move to the next. Rifle. Switch back. Hell yeah. Yeah, the bomb's gonna work as well. I just don't fare very well with them just because they are very difficult to use. At least for me they are. But these rockets do a good enough job. Hell yeah, dude. Look at that. And we are fresh out of rockets. But that's good enough. Now let's observe the work of Tepnox. Just going to maintain an orbit, see what he's up to. In fact, well, let's see if we can form up a little bit on him. Just a tiny bit. I don't want to get too close. We've got 10 more minutes until the stream's over, just a heads up. Because that's when the server is restarting. Oh my god, it's after 1. I don't believe I've been streaming for this long. This is crazy. Never streamed this long. Go flight director mode. Are you not able to target the tanks that are down there? Oh no, you should be able to. It's just a matter of aiming the rockets appropriately, right? I was getting pretty nervous there, seeing your nose face me like that. Oh no, they're gone? Aww. Alright, bud. Let's go ahead and land back at the FARP and we'll call it a day. Go ahead and follow me out. Popping my flares. And we'll try to make it back to the FARP and call it a day in a proper fashion. Flight director mode is off. Altitude is off. And we'll climb back up to the FARP. Hopefully we'll get there before the server restarts. That way we can shut down properly. That'll be a nice way to end the stream. What is he doing? Oh, got his little hat on. Ah, there you are. Because it's in eco mode and the doors are on. It's not at 78, that's a currently detected temperature. We recently got a new HVAC system, and it sounds like today is going to be our first time like giving a proper use, like for its purpose, which is to be used on a slightly hot day. Look at Tepnox over there. MVP. He's what made this mission successful. Also, what is that? What is that? Is that that's a truck? Is that a FARP truck? Tepnox MVP. Is that it? What about very hot days? Yeah, I mean, ideally, yes. Ideally, it should especially work on very hot days. Oh my god, this cloud layer is not doing us any favors. But there's the FARP. Dropping gear. Almost done, don't worry. My fiance is getting antsy. I need to end the stream soon. Alright, and I will park it on this pad here on the right. And there she is. With 6 minutes to spare. Not bad. Let's leave that one shut. Ground crew, rearm, refuel. Empty. But max out the fuel.
Request refueling.
Oh, you know what? They can't refuel because there's no tanker here.
Request rally. Copy.
Nice work. Great landing. Alrighty, so, spoiler alert, I don't actually know how to turn off the KA-50. So, with that in mind... Oh, what? Look at this cockpit! Oh my god, this is the 3D mod, this is the exterior model of the cockpit. What the heck? So I'm doing left control and F11 to go into external view, and this is what it looks like inside the cockpit in external view? No wonder it takes up so much memory. Oh my god. Well, anyways. So, like I said, I don't know how to shut off the KA-50, so I'm going to do it the way that it is really destined to be done. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please leave me a like, leave me a subscribe, leave me a whatever it is YouTube is asking you to do nowadays. And tune in next time for some more ECS World live streams. Take care, guys. Have a nice day. Oh, have a nice... This is ruining the moment. Hold on. So I tried to get it in a good camera position to do that. But this will have to do. Alright, take care guys. I hope you have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. This is a lot of fun.